Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this live stream. I hope everybody is really doing well. And whew, man. So I hope everybody is in a good mood and you're enjoying the shitcoin season, the meme coins. I'm just going in and out of some coins and doing good with 40-50% move. So the D General channel in the Wall Street group is amazing, guys. Amazing. I'm also writing OXO or 0XO0X0 along with John. And I'm just going to leave it, guys, because I bought it. It's so cheap. And it's almost up like 2X. Hi, everyone. Hello, Luca. Hello, Suraj. Hello, Hedon. Hello, Gabriel. Hello, Novat. Hello, Udain. Hello, guys. Hi, everyone. So before we go down and before we even look for Bitcoin or ETH or whatever, the only thing right now we're just going to talk and give some more time is going to be, as you can see on the screen, is the USDT dominance chart. And so this USDT dominance chart is a very crucial and very important and it should be important for each and every one of you guys. I mean, this is the only chart that matters to me at this moment. And it is the very crucial, guys. Very crucial. The levels, as we talked and discussed, of 7.27%. We got a good daily closure yesterday. Hi, Lalani, Mr. Lalani. Welcome. We got a very good daily closure on the USD dominance for the first time since March. And today would be the second daily closure. If you do happen to close above 7.27%, it's going to be a very good close, which also indicates that the USD dominance is bullish, and which also indicates that the market is going to nuke further. This is just like a beginning of something. So, guys, for us, the USD dominance is very important, and that is the only chart you should be caring for at this moment. Well, the USD dominance so far has played a very interesting game, and we have played it very nicely, guys. And if you remember the USD dominance, if you were there in the Wall Street, the group, when we were literally here, we mentioned that USD dominance is most likely going to form a very interesting ascending triangle, and the ascending triangle target for the USD dominance would be 786 Fibonacci levels to 886 Fibonacci levels. Ideally, it should have been 786 because the triangle formation is always 786 Fibonacci levels. Hi, Akansha. Hi, Double. Welcome, guys. So practically this USD dominance ascending triangle still is valid. It's very valid. It's a good accumulation. If you see, the volume is also going down with the move, which also indicates that this is a very strong accumulation triangle on the USD dominance. Now, if we are in the triangle should always be, A, B, C, A, B, C, like this. You're going to have another A, B, C, and then you're going to have A, B, C, a retest, and then break out like this. This is how the accumulation works, and this is how the chop works. So practically, if you look at here, we do have A, B, and 5 waves down, C. And then you have a very interesting A, flat dump with A, B, C, move B. And then we are having C waves. So C should be doing most likely towards maybe, highs or a triple top kind of a structure, triple top, or maybe it should have, it can even reject from 886 Fibonacci levels, which is 7.98%. Now, for this ascending triangle to play out, what we want and what confirmation we need is the USD dominance. We already got first big confirmation is 7.27%. So we are above these levels. We are bearish. The overall market is bearish, and USD dominance is bullish. That is the very easy thing you need to understand. Till we are above 7.27%, the market is bad. But once we go down again, it's a good long season. You can re-long everything till we are under 7.27%. So the primarily ascending triangle this ascending triangle scenario is my primary scenario for the USD dominance, which is what I have since almost like 2022 October. And now it's like this ABC is most likely going to do something like this, come back down, retest of the 7.98% on 7.99, breakout. It's going to be a FOMO kind of a thing on the USD dominance, and everybody's going to get shaken out, and this shit dumps like this practically, which also means that Bitcoin starts a big bull run. That's exactly what it means. If you do happen to get this kind of a move, which also means that crypto gets a big bull run. So this is going to be a very good initiation for a bull market on the crypto, guys. At some point, USD dominance will come to 3.64%. 3.64, this level is sure going to be tested at some point. It's definitely going to come there. And also, it's going to sweep this lows as well at some point. So which is going to happen, guys. So it's just that when and from where it is going to happen is a question. And how it is going to happen is a question. Good evening, Mr. Illusion. Welcome to this stream. Practically, this USD dominance ascending triangle is going to be the big fake out and a big shakeout for everyone. Like retail traders get shaken out, the institutions get shaken out, and a lot of people are going to get shaken out over here. In fact, there is a big chance, and I hope that you're going to probably see some more and more FUDs on Binance and maybe even some other exchanges, but related to Binance. But I would say I would definitely going to tell you that if you are having all your 100% funds on a single exchange, do not have it. Diversify your funds on a various exchanges. I use only 2 exchanges for your information, Bybit and Binance for all the leverage, Bybit for coin margin contracts, Binance. And definitely I have reduced the Binance a little bit and I've moved to Bybit slowly, because now the KYC thing is I think the KYC is really good. Practically, it's going to avoid a lot of bots, and it's going to also avoid hackers from the game. It's going to bring more and more, I think, safety to the it brings more safety and trust. If you have KYC, it brings more safety and trust. You might feel that no, it's not good. But I do think that you should definitely keep your asset in various places. Actually, I also have some funds in Bitfinex in the shape of US dollars and not USDT or anything. It's just pure USD. So that's what I was saying, that you should not keep also all your funds in USDT or stable coins. You should have 50% or 40% of your funds in US dollars or euro, whatever you feel like. Euro right now is likely that it might on the hard-term time frame look topish, but so the best is for now is US dollars. So you just can keep it to US dollars at this moment. The USD dominance plan is, don't want to deviate from this plan. I think if the ascending triangle is in play, any sweep of the high still 10.5%, this region is going to be your big buy, in my view. And it's very interesting. It's going to be your big buy in my view. If this would have been top, you would have seen a very interesting 5 waves on the move up, a sweep of the highs, and it would have, I would be very bearish on the USD dominance. But for now, I'm not bearish. We are also above 7.27%, which is good. So till we are above 7.27%, we can literally going to keep on pumping higher. So now the first big levels after 7.27% is 7.98% and 8%. It's a big levels, guys. We might see a rejection, and that's what exactly I'm expecting, a rejection from those levels. This is exactly where I want to long Bitcoin at 26,400 or so, because I expect some rejection at those levels and a retest probably towards 7.27%, which is where we can reshort the whole market, and from there pump up more towards the new highs. This is the ascending triangle that we have. So this is the bullish plan for the USD dominance. So what about the bear case for the USD dominance? Well, if you look at from the bear market for the USD dominance, what I think is then it would also mean that this whole move was some sort of a wave 1, and we are doing A, B, and we will be going up like this towards 8.8% or 8.9%, which is going to be your ABC. Okay, and that ABC is going to be your wave 2. We don't make highs, we just go like this and simply start dumping down, back down like this and go towards 3.64%, which gives you a very good opportunity to long. So practically you have the bullish case for the USD dominance, and you have the bear case. This is the bear case for the USD dominance. And further, I do think that it needs to have the pump towards 9%. So 9% is going to be a very, very good levels to take a risky spot buy for Bitcoin with a very tight stop loss. And why I'm saying is, if this plan is in play, then it's like 9% is going to be a very interesting levels, because let me tell you, your 886 Fibonacci level is going to be close to 9% level. You see 9.07%. So if this move is wave 2, it's not going to go above 9.07%, meaning your stop loss is just going to be 1% to 1.5%. It also means that you will at least take that much amount of risk on your spot backs. And for longs, we will wait a little bit, slightly wait for the confirmation, have a good rejection from the 886, and on retracement we can literally start building long positions on Bitcoin and overall market again. But this 9% makes more and more sense to me. So that's what I have for the USD dominance, guys. Now, this is the hard-term time frame. Low-term time frame USD dominance is slightly tricky, and I don't have it. Why? Because I always like to look for the hard-term time frame analysis on the USD dominance, because this is not the USD dominance chart is not the a set chart. It's the dominance chart, which means that overall you can expect some sort of a move, or some sort of a clear price action, but on the low-term time frame you will not be able to have a proper wave count. Okay, and it's normal. Talking about the USD dominance, now let's talk about the total chart. I think we already discussed this total chart few months back, as well as in the previous live streams, that we had a perfect deviation of the highs on the total, and this was the plan for the total, and now we are most likely going to go down. In my view, if literally total have to go look for a bounce, 971.6 billion is where is literally where you would be eyeing for longs. The total level is 971.5, which is like an equilibrium. But remember, despite of the fact, if you look at the total perspective, I'm just going to remove the discount zone for now. So total has literally swept the lows, as well as we have swept the highs, meaning the move can be a very interesting 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You have a close and a clean 5 waves on the upside, practically, which also indicates the move is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We go down here towards 970 to 940 billion, reclaim it, and start pumping back up, go like a bearish retest. Now this can be a bearish retest and then further dump like this. Possibility is a very high, or it flips up like this and we can go towards a Valhalla, towards 1.5 trillion dollars, ladies and gentlemen. But right now, this is what the plan that we have here. We most likely going to retest. My expectation is a retest of 970 to 940 billion before any sort of a big reversal is what I would. It also goes along with the plan that we have for the USD dominance. Either USD dominance goes to 886 Fibonacci levels upwards towards 9%, or which is where I'm expecting the the total to go towards 970 to 940 billion, or USD dominance makes new highs and total literally going to sweep the lows and go towards $535 billion. Now if you just look at from the hard-term time frame perspective. So this is exactly the hard-term time frame chart, but I'm asking you to look at this total chart from the 3 days perspective, ladies and gentlemen. From this 3 days perspective, what I feel is the total is, is a very similar to Bitcoin. You have 1, 2, 3 move, and then again you have 1, and you have 3 waves move, 1, 2, 3, because this can't be A, B, and C. No, I disagree with the ABC move, but yeah, for now this is what I have for a very interesting 5 waves. This can't be the 5 waves. This is clear ABC move. Sorry, my mistake. This can't be 5 waves, because if it would have been 5 waves, I would have been very confident in saying that the bottom is in, or unless the move is W, X, Y, X, Z. However, the Y candle, whatever we see down, should also be ABC. All right, we don't have a Y as ABC, so I'm just going to discount that move. Discount that count, which probably indicates that this is ABC on the move downside. This again, you have ABC on the upside, and hence you have 5 waves, A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, meaning that whole is a connector. And after the connector, you're most likely going to see some sort of a very big move like this going forward. Normally, this is how it tells you. This is exactly how the total, wave count formation looks like. And the dump that we're most likely going to see is not only for the what you say, is not only for the Bitcoin, but majorly it will be for ETH as well as else. They have to literally go more down. But this is how the bear case here for the total looks like. But for now, we're just going to play levels on levels. Remember the number 970 to 940 billion. Yeah, the bearish harmonic as well. It perfectly goes a lot with the bearish harmonic. Yeah, I agree with the 9% to 9.07% target. So illusion, I think you got a very nice eye. Yeah, this ABC is also goes with this. But remember, your bearish harmonic, the bearish harmonic can literally be like a bearish shark. Actually, it can literally convert into bearish shark, and it can go to 1.13 extension towards 10.48%. A very likelihood. Log chart for total shows 5 waves down. Log chart. Let me see the log chart. I normally don't use log, but let me just see. Nah, honestly, to me, it don't look like a 5 waves. No. It don't looks to me like a 5 waves. We did not even touch the 1618 of the wave 2 over here. Why? Because if this would have been wave 2, your wave 3 should have been very deep towards 1618. Practically, we did not even went to 1618. High froze. So practically, it also indicates that this move is more likely a bigger ABC in the structure that what it tells. A, B, and C. You have a 5 waves here, and then it goes with ABC over here, and another ABC is what I see. Even on the log, I don't see any 5 waves, but if you have the 5 waves, I would love to see your chart. Probably if you can share it here or in the World Wealth group, how comfortable you are. But I think that the levels what I see is equilibrium of the range is at 970, and you also have a very good case of 970 to 940 billion. Very good case that we also fill the CME gap, and then probably reclaim 970 and then pump it back up towards the highs. This is a very likelihood. This scenario is also a possibility, for the total. But for now, I think I'm just a little bit surprised with this just ABC move, because I don't see it is a 5 waves unless even if you draw here a diagonal. I don't see a diagonal over here. The only reason I don't see a diagonal because a diagonal has a declining volume, and suddenly you get a big spike over here, which clearly rejects your diagonal. The diagonal. No, it is enabled actually. when you draw fibs in the log chart, it automatically selects the log fibs. So it selects the log. It converts everything into log fibs. But even if you don't even if you don't ignore the fibs for the moment, even if you look the wave movement, it's very difficult to say that, because it's difficult to say that this was your wave file. Normally what happens is, this is just what we have, seen, or based on my experience. You might have a different view on this, and I respect that. What happens is, practically, when you have a diagonal, let's say this is the 5 waves and this is the diagonal. But first of all, the diagonal, if you're saying that this is a diagonal, then the diagonal should have a declining volume, forming a very strong bullish divergence confirmation that this is your end of the correction, and then reverse. Normally this is how the diagonal works, and this is exactly how the diagonal concept is. This is the concept. You have a diagonal with a declining volume. Suddenly you get a spike on the volume, clearly rejects your diagonal concept. First. Second, let's say let's assume that this is the 5 waves and this is the 5th wave and the bottom is in. Now if you're assuming that this is the 5th wave and the bottom is in, just imagine, just look at the 3-day chart or look at the weekly chart, a heart and time frame chart, because now we are talking the heart and time frame. Imagine what you're going to see over here is, and this whole structure is that you don't see a very strong wave 3 over here. If you see here, you have a ABC. You don't see a strong impulsive buy at the wave 5. Normally, if you see such sort of a big wave 5 buy like this that we saw previously, it clearly indicates that the bottom is in and the people are buying. It's going to be like a V-shaped recovery sort of a thing. But we took a lot of time. I mean, this is just the logic that I'm having. Also, if you look at the 3-day chart here, you will see on the 3-day chart, normally the last candle that we saw on the dump was with the big volume. Normally the wave 5 goes with the low volume, wave 3 comes with the higher volume. And this was a fake out, and that fake out, because of the ABC, got trap everyone, make everyone so bearish, start getting 11k, whatever, 10k, make bearish and then run. Even with the low volume, you see we are running. So I mean, this is what I have for the total in USD dominance. So practically, if you are agreeing with the total and the USD dominance, it means that you have a very clear view of the Bitcoin. Practically, in my view, what I'm watching for the Bitcoin is any bounce towards 28,400 is a clean short, not to be ignored. I would like to see first a sweep of the lows roughly around towards 26,400. Go there. Can even go to 26,100, reclaim it back, and then probably run it back up towards a 22 value area high. It will be around 27,926, something like this, and then it would be further move on the downside. So basically, I would like to long here, or even if to play a scalp towards 27.9 and 28.5, which would also indicate that this move down, the current move that I have, is like A, B, and C. So if you have the A, B, C, fine. The worst case scenario is this is not A, B, C, and this was your wave 1. This is your wave B over here. And now we are doing wave 1, 2, okay, like this, and then fuck up like this, a big dump on the, like a big dump, like what the USD dominance is going to just pump it up. So this is like a 1-2-1-2, most bearish case, and this goes with your USD dominance ascending triangle scenario. It goes with that scenario. The bullish case is this. This is the bullish case that we have. We go towards the NPOC of 24/7. Can even dump to test the levels of monthly NPOC, probably towards 23,700. We flip the levels like this, accumulate, and we start looking for a reversal like this. Would be very healthy for the Bitcoin. Which would also indicate that the USD dominance is going to most likely reverse from the 9% levels. So practically 23.7 makes more sense as well. Illusion, your target of 18,500 also makes more sense. If you just eye a wave two, if you're saying that the move up is just like a big wave one, then yes, this can be a complex ABC, as we expecting ABC can be a very interesting W. Another ABC can be X, and then you have get a very complex correction, or maybe A, B, C, and it goes literally towards 18,500 for your wave to target, and your wave to big wave 2 is done, and then we literally shoot up. So this is literally where the USA dominance 9% scenario comes into play, my friend. Okay, so you have lot of things over here to play with at this moment, but for now we're just going to go on the lower time frame. We're going to go on levels and levels for, yeah, the CME is around 21. We have a CME gap is around 20.5 to $20,000 practically. This is exactly where we have the CME gap. So yeah, I mean, you're right. Now let's talk about INJ, the coin that I really like it. We have lost the levels, many shorted it. I also posted in the corner yesterday when INJ was here. I mentioned that once the daily closes, it's just going to dump, and that's exactly that happened. It closes under this white line and just dump like almost 6.5%. I think it's just going to most likely continue and go towards the levels of 5.5 to $5.6, and from there we might see some sort of a nice bounce and a retest. Somehow in the whole DeFi illusion, I just have a small request to you as well. Please short comp. I have this count, but I want you to have a one eye. This comp is looking amazing. Now this can be a descending triangle, a very bearish descending triangle. I do have to agree with this, but looking to this harmonic that I have, the harmonic pattern is not complete yet. So practically we might just go for one more retest like this towards 31, and maybe pump it up like this and make can even also form a very interesting what do you say, a very interesting 3 raw like this, and it just does something like this. So comp can just give us a big surprise. I think if we can hold 31, comp is good. But if we do happen to lose these levels of 31 as the trend line, if we start losing it around 32.5 to 31.8, depend on the exchanges, we can literally go for 25, sweep the lows, reclaim it back and accumulate, and then we can look for somewhat higher like this. But I do think that for at this moment 32.5 to 31 is a good levels for comp. Just have your eyes on this for the comp. Ethereum heart and time frame, guys, I've already discussed it. Nothing much to discuss, but this Ethereum heart and time frame is very clear to me. I do think that the yellow box is what I am eyeing practically for ETH. It's just that I'm not sure at this moment that whether the C wave for ETH is in or not. But we already swept the highs, so yes, the Ethereum definitely the heart and time frame. I would like to see this kind of a move on ETH, and that is absolutely going to be your final leg on this whole ETH. I mean, look at the divergences it has formed all the way from down to up. It has formed a bearish divergence across the RSR and the daily all the way. Look at the volume; it's just shrinking, and the price is just pumping. Now you can say that the market is not having that liquidity and on the downside, so it just keeps on pumping even with the low volume. There is a logic is there. I'm not denying the fact, but yes, this looks really good from the correction perspective and a bigger bottom perspective for ETH. Okay, but we're just going to play levels for now. I think good levels for ETH is around 0.55, around 1648 to 1620. I think this is going to be the very crucial level for ETH. And I'm targeting a minimum at those levels. And if you do hold those levels, we can long there, and along with the Bitcoin around, as I mentioned, 23.7, and ETH is literally going to go hard. Overall, what I think is, forget the Pepe coin. Pepe is also looking good till we are above the invalidation levels. I've already posted this chart. I'm not going to explain much about it. What I was talking about was ETH BTC. Overall, what I was saying that ETH BTC is bearish on the higher term time frame, and despite the fact that on the lower term time frame, yes, I'm expecting some sort of a retracement towards 697 and probably towards 7279. But however, I expect this harmonic is really looking great on the ETH BTC, and I do expect that this is going most likely going to play out going forward, guys. Okay, for ETH BTC, and hence, you know, I am more interested on the, even if we do happen to get a dump, I am more interested in buying Bitcoin only and not Ethereum. So I think Bitcoin is the one is going to outperform everyone first. And when you make a lot of money with the coin margin contracts, and then you can revolve your or rotate your fund into ETH and other shit coins, and that way you multiply your, you know, funds actually, or your net worth. That's how we did in 2022, 2020, 2021. Talking about RSR prima facie lost the levels of, and it got a bad daily closing like this. I'm underwater at the moment, 18% down on the RSR, but no, nevertheless, I'm just going to hold it. What I feel RSR is, despite of the fact that we have reached 886, but this sell-off is not looking great, and I do expect RSR to probably most likely going to sweep the lows at some point. But that loss is going to provide a very interesting buying opportunity. I'm going to most likely DCA. I'm just going to hold. I don't want to sell it for 18%. However, if you do happen to get a retest of 3300, I might, you know, hedge my RSR, and I will give that hedge as well. Don't worry, you know. But this is exactly where I would like to see RSR going for a bearish retest. This bearish retest is definitely going to come at some point at 3.3. And that bearish retest is where we can reduce our exposure, either reduce our exposure, or you can hedge there and probably close your hedge around this levels, make good money on the short, and then let your spot backs right. But the RSR is looks like it just wants to have that one more move down. It is a very kind of a similar move for like FTM. FTM also did a very similar move. You know, I just compared the chart in the price section in the morning for the FTM and RSR. What it did is, everybody thought that it's like a 3-step setup, and what it did is, you know, it bounced very nicely from here, and it just dumped. And what happened? It swept the lows, and once it swept the lows, it pumps up like this, and then further dump practically. And then we start, once it sweeps the lows, it literally starts bull run like this, and you know what happens for the FTM next. It from the lows, or even if you buy here around the way we have bought it, it pumped almost close to 2x 200%. So similar kind of a move we can expect for, or I'm expecting for RSR. So practically the chart that we have here on RSR, a similar kind of a very similar kind of a move. So we sweep one more time like this, the FTM did. We sweep it under, okay, we sweep under, take everyone out, and we get a good bounce like this, a retest, flip this as a strong long levels, and from here we sweep up to go towards as you know, like a big sweep on the highs, practically just going to take all the liquidity up like what FTM did. However, FTM only did 200%. RSR is most likely going to do not only 200%, but it's just going to be 400% and maybe even to 600% because of the nature of, you know, the what do you say, spread. I will be rotating my ETH BTC when this harmonic completes, as I mentioned. Once this harmonic starts completing, I will be start rotating my Bitcoin to Ethereum, because that would be a very bullish sign. So yeah, I mean, this is exactly the level where I will be starting to rotate. Also, I might interest in rotating in the wave 3 and 4. So we can play some scalps with the wave 3 and 4 as well, but it's going to be slightly risky because very risky. You never know, the wave 4 may be a very shallow wave 4 and just keeps on dumping. But yes, the bigger rotation I would do once this C wave is complete, you know, the harmonic completes. We can check for Wu. I think a lot of people have asked me for Wu, and then we can go on the guys. If you like would like to support, do trade on Bybit, guys, and you can trade it there. You can create a account. The link is mentioned in the description. Thank you. Again, KYC is must. Level 1 KYC is must. So you just have the level 1 KYC. Woo, unfortunately, I was expecting a one more up higher, but now it has clearly shown that this move was some sort of a wave 1 or wave A, B, C move up, and the way we are going down, it's a clean bearish impulsive move. Any retest of the levels that on the Woo would be around 27.6 is the short. We can short it there and come back down. I would like to see Woo going towards the equilibrium. This is where I would like to see a next bounce on the Woo, 17.3 cents, guys. 17.3. So this is what we have for the Woo on the Hartman time frame. ORN. I've never charted ORN, my friend. I don't even know what exactly this coin is. What kind of a, looks like a totally dead coin. I don't even have the wave count. I don't know where to start. But yeah, what I can say is you have a market structure break here. You have a very good market structure break, means that this was highs, lows, and the price makes higher highs over here. You might be looking for some higher lows practically at this point, a retest, because at this level is a good level. If you just look at from the perspective of support, this is a very interesting level, as you can see here, a very good support. And once you get from the price action perspective, if you do happen to hold these levels and we make another higher highs like this, practically going to sweep and take liquidation over here practically. But overall, this, I don't know what coin this coin does, but you need to see a high low kind of a structure. Let's check Matic. Matic, my friends, what it has. Rumba. So Matic is very, in my view, but the chart is not loading. It's Bidget, that's why I mentioned that. Where is my chart? I had Matic chart somewhere drawn, but I was unable to find it. Well, many might be watching this move as a 5 waves move. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I don't see this as a 5 waves in my view. The best case is this is A, B, C, A, B, and we are doing wave C right now. Sweep the lows, take the liquidity, go like this towards 55 cents, reclaim these levels, practically this levels. Oh shit, my line is you don't have a scale like this. You reclaim these levels and we can boom go up. Overall, what I see, or what you should be slightly worried on this Matic, it is it had a very interesting bear flag structure, very interesting, and now we just broke out of the bear flag. And if you watch any asset, and if I do happen to get one more retest of this bear flag, I'm definitely going to short it, because you just look at the very similar bear flag structure that another asset had was near, and we already discussed about this bear flag. So at some point, this retest is going to come the way near did. So if this bear flag is genuine and it's valid, it's going to give us a good retest around $1 to 1.01. You can short it and you can ride it till we sweep the lows as well. Possibility is very high. So $1, 1.01 to 1.02 would be a good levels for to short Matic in case of a retest. And that is also going to be your invalidation for Matic. But this is the bullish case, guys. The bear case, this is like a bear flag. And this is a big nutty move, and we're just going to go down towards like this, not to negative, but yeah, very close to where it was before. I think Nifty 50 plan is perfect and intact. I think Nifty 50, the plan is perfect in my view. It's just going for the wave 2 in my view, and most likely going to go very close to 18,600, and from there I would like to see a big rejection or a dump on a Nifty 50. I would like to see something like this for the Nifty 50 to play out, my friends. the plan is set till I don't see any other rejection. That's all, guys, and I have near order and Bitcoin order, so let's see what comes first. We're going to play that way. And thank you so much for joining stream. If you'd like to support, do trade on Bybit. You can create an account if you would like to, and do not forget to do the KYC. Thank you so much, my friends. Have a nice night. I'm going to go to bed and we'll be connecting tomorrow early in the morning. Thank you so much. Have a nice night. Bye-bye. And thank you so much to 150 guys who joined this live stream. Thank you all. Thank you to 150 viewers.